Today's project is to take and fill up this gap between the crown molding and the ceiling of this bulkhead. The project is a little bit more complicated than just squeezing some caulk in there, primarily by the fact that we don't have the matching paint for the custom cabinets here or the ceiling paint. And so I'm going to take some tape and kind of tape up the actual crown molding and the ceiling so that I can squeeze the caulk in between there to fill that gap. I got a special caulk here. It's a caulk that's flexible that will deal with the expansion and contractions of the home that happened during the change of seasons so that this gap won't return. So stay tuned and I'll show you how I do it. Okay, what I'm going to show you here is what I have done with the actual taping of this gap here. Is what I've done is I've left a little bit of a gap between the blue tape and the crown molding itself so that the caulk will adhere to that crown molding so that it has something to stick to when it goes and it expands and contracts. One thing you want to do when you go and fill up these gaps is you want to be generous with the caulk itself. You really want to fill it in there because caulk does have a tendency to shrink a little bit. Even though it is and it does remain flexible, you don't want it to be able to expose any further gap. One thing I do to be able to ensure a nice even spreading of this caulk, it is a siliconized caulk but it is paintable, is to take basically a towel and put some soap on it, make sure it's moist so that your finger, when it glides over it, doesn't really stick to the caulk so much, but it does make a nice smooth finish. One thing you're going to want to do is when you remove this tape, you're going to want to kind of take it off at an angle. So you take it like this and you take it down like that. Before you remove the tape, is you're going to want to go and inspect to see that there have been no air bubbles that have kind of come through the caulk itself. So if that's the case, go and apply a little bit more, smear it out, and then you're going to be in good shape. The last crucial step in this process is to remove the tape while the caulk is still kind of moist. As you see, the tape came off nicely, so I'm very pleased with this project. So that's today's Mr. Fix-It tip.